this is Teresa. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we've been discussing the book Americannah. I do have the book here with me. I'm not at my place, but I wanted to just keep the video coming. We have discussed from chapter 1 to chapter 5, and now we're going to go into chapter 6 and chapter 7. So stay with me, subscribe, and stay tuned for the gist, premium gist. So chapter 6 and chapter 7, we're basically talking about Auntie Uju, who is Ifemelu's favorite auntie. From the previous chapters, we talked about how Auntie Uju was like a sugar baby to a general. In this chapter 6 and 7, Auntie Uju became pregnant for the general. Melu, she did not like the general. She did not even understand why Auntie Uju, who was so pretty and everything, was having an affair with a man who is married. And she described the man like his front tooth were poking out like a gorilla. She described the man really badly, and so she could not understand why Auntie Uju would be with the man except for his money. But Auntie Uju was not actually with the man because of money. This man is the man who is married, and his family were at Abuja, but he had bought a house for Auntie Uju in Ikoyi. So when it was time for Auntie Uju to have a child, he flew her out to America, and she had a son in America. So when they got back to Nigeria, Ifemelu was with her, and she saw how Auntie Uju was just so happy, in a good mood, making food, that the general was coming to visit. And all of a sudden, he got a phone call that the general was no longer coming, and she got so angry and started breaking things and throwing things in the house. And Ifemelu was now like, "You shouldn't be angry with us. Show your anger to him instead." And Auntie Uju slapped her. That was the first time that she ever laid hands on Ifemelu. So she went upstairs, and Ifemelu could hear the conversation of her standing up and talking to the general. And the next week after that, she saw how flowers and everything of apologies came from the general. So that place was also telling us how many women are putting up with lots of things, and they are not standing up and speaking for themselves because they are afraid that they would lose some kind of opportunities, or the man would not want to be with them anymore or something like that. So in this chapter 7 of this book, General had a plane crash and died. So when they called Auntie Uju and gave her the news, she broke down crying. Her baby was just a year. They had just celebrated the baby's birthday party in their Ikoyi apartment. So she was like, what does she do? Where does she start from? Because the man's family members had already come into the house and abused her. Like, they were shouting at the top of their voice that they know that she's just a simple harlot that is trying to take their brother's property. You know how this thing is in Nigeria, that when a man dies, his family members from nowhere just start coming out and trying to take properties. So this also happened to Auntie Uju in the book. So when the family members started coming to threaten, she didn't know what to do, and Ifemelu told her to call 2 of her friends. So she called those 2 of her friends and was like, what does she do? This man is dead. The family is threatening me. What do I do? So they told her she should take her things and her child and run to America, that she should take everything in the apartment. She was not like, how do I do that? They said, don't worry, we're going to send a van to help you pack up. That she should just pick up her things. Since she already has an American passport, that she should just pack her things and run away. It was in those days where it was so easy to travel. If you have an American passport, you can easily just travel. You don't have to wait months and months for visa and all of those things. You get visa on arrival. That was when Nigeria was still good. At first, when she traveled, she was calling home very often. Ifemelu at that point was already in the University of Musuka with Obiense. They are still lovers, and Story continues. See you in the next chapter. Bye.